Hello, everyone. My name is Hristo Tenchev. I'm the co-founder of LockChain. LockChain is basically introducing blockchain technology in the online travel agency industries. I'm pretty sure that probably most of you have come to Kyiv today by getting a place to stay either via Booking.com, Airbnb, or Expedia. So I did the same. I use it very often. I use Airbnb when I travel with my family. We book great villas. It's easy to use. But all these agencies, they are intermediaries between the traveler and the property owner. And researching this, we managed to find actually three intermediaries, three middlemen between the traveler and the hotel or the private property owner. If you pay $100 for a hotel room in Kyiv, probably $15 to $20 are going to go into the OTA, like say Booking.com. $3 are going to go to the payment service provider who got your credit card. Additional $1 is going to go to the booking synchronization management software. And on average, this makes 1/5 of the transaction goes to a middleman. It's a 500 billion industry, and it's actually, when Priceline came and introduced Booking.com, it was a good solution because the traditional traveling agencies used Amadeus and other systems like this, and their commission was 40%. So we're now down to 20%, and having blockchain allows us to remove this middleman, to make the direct connection and make it to 0%. This is what we want to do. We've started building an open source distributed ledger on Ethereum, but we're most probably going to use actually Eternity for this purpose. It contains the information of all of the property owners and the listings, and actually the most important information because it is costly to have data on the blockchain. So most of the options which Booking.com gives you in terms of payments, we can build on smart contracts. Like if you have a cancellation policy, if you want to keep deposits from the traveler, this can all be done. And this ledger will be accessed with our token, Lock token. It also keeps the monetary value. It brings the value from the traveler to the property owner. If we look into more details, this ledger, distributed ledger, will be the heart of the project. On top of it, other entrepreneurs and companies can build their own platforms and use the listings. We want to create the first platform on top of it on LockChain. We've started building an HTML5 website. We also want to introduce a mobile app for iOS and Android smartphones and tablets. And the user experience, these big companies have already paid a lot of money to make the user funnel, the user experience very, very smooth in most of the cases. So we are probably going to follow them so the traveler and the property owner can interact the same way they interact now on Booking.com or Airbnb, but we're not going to pay the commission. Everything is going to happen in the end through the blockchain. If everything is free, how are we going to make money? I rely on the freemium model. You know, I founded a gaming company 13 years ago while I was still in high school. I still own this company. We have about 50 million registered players worldwide, and I don't have a single premium game. All of my games are freemium. I make all of my money, almost all of my money, if I exclude advertising, from 1% to 2% of the users, if you make this in a smart way. And I think here, we should do the same. Like, you can list your property for free, but if you want to win more exposure, you can pay some lock tokens and your listing is going to go up. It will never affect your rating or your reviews. This should not affect quality. If you want to get additional data so you can improve your occupancy rate, we can give this to you for additional lock tokens. In such a way, we can give more functionality to both, mainly for the property owners, without giving them anything as obligation. Everything would be an option here. Together with my partner, we entered the industry 6 years ago. We've been close friends. We worked together. We founded Bitcoin 7, which used to be one of the first Bitcoin exchanges back then. It quickly raced to the third in the world. The first one was MTGOX. The second one was TradeHill. The third was one. We sold the platform too early, which was a pity. He after that continued by creating such kind of a platform. It was something like Trivago, which aggregated information from all of the travel agencies and give you the best price. And I went into the education business. In education, we created Software University in my home country in Sofia. This is an off-government university. For 3 years, we have about 100,000 students which are educated in the profession of software development. We are starting next week with the first blockchain course for 6 months. So people are going to learn how to write on Solidity. I'm getting most of my talent out of this university. This is how we met with the president of our nation, the president of Bulgaria, Mr. Rosen Plevenliev, is the chief advisor in our project. Despite being of the government with our university, he came on the second year to open the education year in front our students. And he's one of the few politicians who spent some time with us to listen to the blockchain. He's an engineer himself. He understood the concept. He's now actively speaking to public about it. And he has already helped us by making introductions to ministers of travel and tourism in different European countries. Some of them agreed to supply us information from their databases about hotels and guest houses, as we'll have to put a lot of content on the site so you guys can spend cryptocurrency and get your hotel or private property. We have a team of 18 more people, all of them are based in Sofia in Bulgaria. We self-funded all of our project with about $500,000. We are only 2 of us. We want to be fast, agile. We don't want to rely on someone else, at least for bootstrapping the project. Our pre-sale on the ICO starts in 10 days. We hope that we're going to close some deals which are going to help us to raise more attention about the project. We have already started coding. The smart contract will be published on GitHub so it can be evaluated by the community. Most of the funds which are going to be collected are going to be used so we enlarge our portfolio of properties not only in Europe but around the world, the continuous production of the software and upgrades, and of course the marketing towards the end customer. I think that we're going to make use of this niche of digital nomads and people in the cryptocurrency to start and give it a push, and after that we're going to address everyone who now uses Booking.com or Airbnb. That's mainly it. I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have now.
Could we have the mic down? We've got a couple of questions. Yep, try again, Ruslan.
Are you going to use, which blockchain you're going to use? Ethereum?
At the moment we are using Ethereum, but we built great connection with the Eternity guys. They're sponsoring our education initiatives in Bulgaria. And we are now waiting for them our engineers and their engineers to see if we can use Eternity. If not, for now we're using Ethereum.
How many transactions are you expecting?
Good question. If you're asking about the speed of transaction, if it comes for gaming, this will be a problem for me. But for booking of the property, even if you have to wait for confirmation 2, 5, 10 minutes, I don't believe this will be a problem. Sometimes when you book on Booking.com, your email for confirmation comes with some delay, right?
I do.
Any more questions? Great, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.